Good, 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 good. All right. We should be live on YouTube now. Great, 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 great. Yes. Live on YouTube. Good. No background noise. Wow. Good job, Mike. I'm proud of you. Uh, Thanks, Siva, for upvoting the channel. I did not know that upvotes are there in on Creator. So, wow. Thanks for introducing me to a new feature. Right. I hope you can see the screen now. Can you see this chart of Nifty? And I'll tell you why this chart is interesting. Thanks, Ritik, for upvoting. Appreciate it. Again, I'm not quite sure what upvotes mean, but I'm glad that you're liking the channel. Always means a lot. So I'll just walk you through what we'll be doing today. और in case आप सोच रहे हो कि आज का agenda क्या रहेगा, I'll just tell you all about that also. Okay, so here I've opened up NSE's option chain. You can see this is the URL. अगर आपको URL पे जाना है तो URL पे. Otherwise, if you just Google NSE option chain, you should find it. I will keep money control open. Because at the end we'll just take a quick look at what globals are doing, because that way you know where global indices can be found when you analyze the market on your own. And we'll also keep an eye on this. I also have NSE's website open, market snapshot खोल के रखा है मैंने, to get a better feel of which sectors are up, which sectors are down, Nifty gainers and losers, and so on. So that is going to be what I would be looking at today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Any questions about what I'm doing, any general trading related questions, any market related questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll answer those as well. So to start off with, let's take a quick look at what Nifty and Bank Nifty are doing. देखते हैं कि exactly क्या चल रहा है, indices क्या कर रहे हैं, और उसके हमें पता चल जाएगा that what our view can be. I'm just going to make sure that I can, see YouTube chat also, because yesterday क्या day before yesterday, Tuesday की stream में I could not really see YouTube's chat, और उसमें I was a little sad that I couldn't answer on YouTube. So anyway, I've got YouTube open now, and what we are seeing here is classic expiry special, I would say. Why? Every single week practically, when we meet on Thursdays, I say कि expiry है, कुछ तो धमाकेदार आएगा. So before our stream, when I was observing the markets here, I thought कि ठीक है, market नीचे गया, ऊपर आया, maybe this was the masala move. But turns out we were wrong. Market crashed down from just around 17080, took a sharp U-turn from there, and it in fact broke this zone also. और वो आज का मसाला मूव हो गया है अब, and we can see prices are headed lower. In fact, they are now below 17,000 also. This is almost 100-point fall in what, 40 minutes or so. Was this 1 2 3 4 5 25 minutes के अंदर 100 points, which is a lot, right? So that's what we're seeing. Tata Motors bullish this month. We'll talk about that, Amitesh G. Okay, so this is what Nifty is looking like right now. What I feel one very important thing for Nifty was today, कि हम लोग ने परसों yesterday बात की थी कि Nifty ended on a low, next day opened gap up, so it opened higher, retested, went up, opened on a high, rather closed on a high, and then today we are seeing a lower open, which means कि the sentiment that is there, EOD is not being carried forward the next day. मतलब शायद जो लोग बोलते हैं कि क्या बोलते हैं वो, that conviction of sorts that should be there. Maybe that is lacking in with the larger hands and the larger players that are playing. दूसरी चीज हम देख सकते हैं that after opening lower, not only did it open lower, it actually retested yesterday's low and it almost retested day before yesterday's low. मतलब उसने ये जो पूरा हम लोग ने कल मोमेंटम देखा था वो पूरा तोड़ दिया. That entire momentum was lost. And then finally we saw some support from this area. अगर ये वाला जोन टूटता तो मेरे हिसाब से prices would have fallen further, at least till 16,880 or so would have been my best bet, क्योंकि this is an important support. It is right around 17,000. 17,000 का retest होने के बाद this is the first level. It has accepted it. Now we are seeing a fight around 17k. So if 17k is accepted, if we do see Nifty, at least bouncing till here, staying above this zone, staying above 1720, 1725, I think at least it shows कि थोड़ा सा bullishness है market में, and maybe that might be indicative for tomorrow. At the same time हम लोग देख सकते हैं 1780 और 17100 का रेजिस्टेंस काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, and as a result maybe this strong resistance might prevent tomorrow from doing a lot. So typically हम लोग Fridays को थोड़ा सा sluggish move देखते हैं. If Friday is sluggish, then I would expect this Friday means tomorrow, to be between here and here. If Friday really is sluggish. अगर नहीं है, then naturally we'll see a very big धमाकेदार move from the start only. But if it goes as it has been going, then maybe we are likely to see that around 100-150 point range. I would not rule that out. So right now we can see Nifty is already at 1720, ऊपर चला गया है. Bank Nifty पे नजर रखते हैं. And Bank Nifty पे we can see it is actually not, even though it has fallen a lot, right? It's gone from 38,850 to 38,510 almost. Yeah, 510. So that makes it what, 340 points. 340 points नीचे गिरा है. उसके बावजूद we can see a very clear higher low movement and a higher high movement, which I think is a good sign. That said, I feel अगर ये zone से bounce हुआ होता, that would have shown that the bulls really are very strong. But ठीक है, at least it's bouncing up. So again, 1 point is still with the bulls, I would say, and it is holding this 38,500 level, a level that we have spoken about earlier, along with 38,600. So देखते हैं, this is what the indices are looking like on the 5-minute. Daily पे देख लेते हैं just to see what things are, and then I'll tell you option chain क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे. Daily पे we can see it's been stuck in a range overall, holding 16,950, and for Bank Nifty we can see it is holding this general level, this gap basically of 38,450. Okay, so okay, we have a few questions. I will talk about that, Storm and Rajesh. I'll come to your questions in some time. पहले option chain देख लेते हैं, just so that we can just see what all is going on right now. हम लोग देख सकते हैं that the highest call OI is over here, which is at 17,100. Makes sense because 17,080 was a resistance. The highest put OI is right here, 17,000, very interestingly, which means कि market is unlikely to close well below 17,000. At least that would be my case. So जब closing आती है, I don't think it will be closing well below 17k, because right now if it does, then at least according to the option chain it does not seem likely. So ठीक है, close हो सकता है maybe ये zone के अंदर, which is still within around 10 to 20 points, but I don't think उससे lower close होगा. Since it's already 15:12, 12 बज गए हैं, 12 मिनट हो गए हैं 3 बज के, likely close might just be somewhere around here, around 20 or so. So देखते हैं कैसे जाता है. Of course we can observe how this goes, but more than that I want you to observe it on the next Thursday. So obviously हमारा live stream होता है 3 बजे के बाद, but next Thursday when you look at the market, try observing it from around 9:30 to 10 के आसपास you can start, and then you can keep observing till around 3. you can check out the open interest, and you can also check out if you have Opstra or Sensible or something, any tool basically. You can also see the change in OI, which is also very interesting and a very important metric that people can use. So this would be my view on the expiry right now. Obviously, I would say कि यहाँ पे the sentiments, sure, they were weakened, but this move was unexpected in a way, because अगर इतना नीचे आ रहा है, one might have expected कि ये टूटेगा, but उसके बाद ऊपर गया, and then I feel this move was a little out of the blue. I would say कि ये वाली recovery, it should have happened ideally, क्योंकि it just felt a little odd कि one direction move without a lot of momentum just going down, especially since it is an important level around 17K. So now let's take a few questions. 5-10 minute questions lete hain, and then after that we can come to the markets again. What are your thoughts on SBI bank stocks? Let's take a look at SBI. There we go. Daily chart. Daily chart पे हम देख सकते हैं that SBI in general has come down quite a lot. Maybe SBI अगर देखो bullish trend resume करने वाला है, then I would say maybe this general zone might be a good area to consider SBI. I personally have not bought SBI shares just yet. I've not really looked at them, because I feel अगर और नीचे आता है, maybe there's a chance we grab them around the 200 MA, which would make for a much better risk reward trade. So if we see here, 521 to 500 is still quite a while to go. So in case we sort of break that 520 barrier, maybe 500 के आसपास आएगा, and maybe that is where I might be looking at SBI. But otherwise, if you're in it just as a quick reversal, if it's able to hold above, if it's able to hold higher levels, might be a good pick. I'm waiting for 501. Yeah, I think that's about where the 200 MA is at also. 200 MA is at 500.36. Generally a good level to buy, because even if you would have bought here, despite prices going lower, let's say you bought at 480, prices went to 420, you still ended up making a profit. Same goes with here, same goes with here. So I feel 200 MA, as simplistic as it is still a good area to buy. Yeah, same. So Storm seemed like a good investment, probably is, but from a trader's point of view, I feel maybe around 500 is a better area for me based on my my technique. Do you think Nifty might drop to 16,880 by tomorrow, and can it go even lower? See, it can. It can even go below 16K if it wants to, right? I mean, it's very I don't think anyone can say that Nifty can't do something, because market hai, market kuch bhi kar sakta hai at the end of the day. That being said, if we try to understand how the momentum has been shaping up, समझो अगर हम लोग daily chart देखते हैं यहाँ पे, we can see in general this is where the bottom had formed, right? Let's see this roughly. यहाँ पर हम लोग देख सकते हैं that this resistance became the next support and prices are bouncing up. उसके बाद हम देख सकते हैं कि in general this 16,950 zone has been holding. So I feel as long as we see 16,950 holding, we are likely to see a retest potentially of 17,400 than of these lower levels. But yeah, it can. And if it breaks 16,950, possibly the next level from there would be around 16,800 or lower, in my view. Tata Motors bullish this month. I'll look at Tata Motors also. 2 weeks back, we had a 15 or a 20-minute discussion on Tata Motors. Tata Motors, too early to say yet in my view, क्योंकि already it is rejecting higher levels. हम लोग ने यहाँ पे ये जो gap down का high था, उससे ही नीचे आया है, which means that the bulls aren't able to gather that strength. हम देख सकते हैं that this is the zone where it rejected from, and today also same level पे वो reject हुआ है, which means पहला hurdle ही उसके लिए वो होने वाला है 401 402 का. So maybe if it's able to cross that, then maybe it's a good sign. Otherwise I feel this might be an important barrier, क्योंकि ये जोन तोड़ने के बाद it has largely moved sideways without any trend. Before that at least it had some trend and that was on the downside. अगर हम लोग डेली चार्ट देखें then it's not looking bad from a long term point of view, but from a trader's point of view, rather weekly chart, from a trader's point of view, I don't think it's just quite there yet. If we see as an investment, maybe अगर ये zone में आता है, might be a good place to look at. Similar with SBI में जैसे हम लोग ने 500 की बात की, maybe something similar you can use. Moving averages के हिसाब से देखिए, then again we can see it's below all the major moving averages. 20 and rather 50 and 200 are high up here around 440. 20 MA is somewhere around here around 415 or so. And this is the 500 EMA. It's a very important long-term moving average. और ये है यहाँ पे 380 के आसपास, which is around this level. So again, I would say maybe around 380 or so might be a better risk reward proposition for Tata Motors. How long should I hold stocks for SBI? So Storm, that really depends on your trade, right? Like if you're taking a quick trade just to get 5-10% ROI, then wait till that. If you want to hold on to it for future appreciation, if you see value in the stock, तो सीधी सी बात है ज़्यादा समय तक you will be holding. In general, I personally don't hold many stocks for a very, very long time because again, I'm primarily a trader. So trader will always keep trading. So SBI is here. So if I give you the example, okay. So every morning I go to DMart. Okay. Every morning I go to DMart. Now DMart में कैसा है? DMart is sure you can say they are in retail. They are also in white labeling or manufacturing and all. But they are in retail. Their main job is trading. What do they trade? They trade groceries in a way if you look at stuff. So the producers that are there, the manufacturers will come, चीजें देंगे, समझो दाल दी है तो दाल देंगे, बटर है, पनीर है, दूध, all of those things they will keep and then they will sell it. They will sell it at what? A higher price. They'll mark it up और बीच का जो भी है वो profit हो जाएगा. Now DMart will want to keep this moving, right? They won't want to sit on a packet of dal. Let's say वो लोग के पास समझो एक कार्टन दाल है which is 100 kg. They won't like to sit on this 100 kg of dal for 2 years because DMart is primarily in the business of retailing and trading. But अगर वो लोग का जो objective है is different, maybe their objective is something else, or maybe we talk about a different kind of company whose main purpose is only storing this dal, then they would obviously prefer to hold on to this dal than just selling it. So the point I'm trying to drive based on my daily routine experiences is that as a trader, I look more to exit after profits. So let's say if I'm getting 10-15% and I see कि अच्छा इसके पास और potential नहीं है or maybe there's a better trade in sight, I would rather just go for that. So if you want to look at something like that of an approach, then you can. You can't. Your explanation is really good. Little off topic. Investing in stocks is more profitable or mutual funds? Firstly, thanks Rishi. Glad to hear. Stocks or mutual funds? See, it depends. पहली बात तो वो है कि mutual funds itself have a lot of variation. So depending on the MF you pick, you might either be looking at minus 10% or plus 20%. Right? There's a very big range. And this is, I'm not even considering the types of MFs. I'm just saying, let's say सीधा equity fund पकड़ते हो, equity fund में इतना variance है. So I would say you can always do a mix of both. MFs pakdo for, you know, some needs. For instance, let's say you've got 1,000, 2,000 ka SIP that you're just, you know, accumulating money. Put that in a good MF. ठीक है. But I will always be an advocate for direct equity as long as someone is willing to put in the time. अगर टाइम एब्सोल्युटली नहीं डाल सकते, हफ्ते का 1-2 घंटा भी नहीं डाल सकते, then that's a different thing. But otherwise, I feel equities have a lot more potential. Let's take a quick look back at Nifty and Bank Nifty. It's almost closing time. 7 मिनट है बाकी closing के. 17,020 के आसपास है. थोड़ी सी we saw a recovery here. So one good way to look at it is at least this level wasn't broken. क्योंकि अगर समझो 16,980 break होता, then maybe, you know, it would have signaled that the bears were so strong that they made a that they broke the higher low. But at least वो नहीं हुआ. At least we saw some relief for the bulls. But there isn't much momentum here. So we are seeing sellers coming into the picture from, you know, roughly this level, which is around 17,030. So अगर समझो हम लोग ये level break नहीं कर पाते, और if we see an opening below this level, maybe ये जो zone है general, tomorrow it might act as a resistance. If the bias already, it's downside. If the bias is bullish, then maybe that will act as a support. So that will be my view on Nifty. अगर बैंक निफ्टी की बात करते हैं, अगेन OI won't have changed that much. We already spoken about OI a little bit. बैंक निफ्टी में यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं that generally speaking this level is where we are seeing some resistance. Again, if it does let's say open on a gap down tomorrow, maybe ये general zone जो है 38,650 का 38,700 के आसपास का, maybe this acts as a resistance. Otherwise it might act as a support. So let's see how it shapes up. Since you're talking about DMart, the e-commerce stocks are a good buy as of now. I haven't looked at a lot of e-commerce stocks, so I don't think I'm the right person to answer that question. But see, ultimately, if you're talking about a trader's point of view, then a stock is a stock. Price दिखती है, price को trade करो. If you're talking about an investor, तो अलग बात है. And if you are, though, investing की बात generally I don't do, because I don't do as much active investing as I do active trading. So that's why. Let's take a quick look at the sectors. Nifty Bank Nifty is down 1.3%. Nifty Broad Market is down 0.66%. That means कि banks have underperformed. हम लोग देख सकते हैं PSU banks ने underperform किया है. Now, what is interesting is that we are seeing when banks are going up, at that time, PSU banks are going up more. When banks are going down, PSU banks are going down more. That is what my observation has been. So maybe the larger hands, in one way, maybe the larger hands are with, PSU banks. One way to look at things. Other, we can see a few positive sectors here, but they aren't very significant. Top stocks, HCL hai, result presumably. Let's take a look at Infosys actually. Yesterday we spoke about Infosys, so आज देखना बनता है. Right now it's flat. This is the estimate. I'm not sure if the earnings have come out. I haven't really seen it in the news, so I don't think they are. But at least right now, this is what we're seeing. Infosys slowly sell off हो रहा है यहाँ पे. And we can see that in general, it's, sort of following this downward trend line. So maybe if the earnings are good, we'll see some action happening on Infosys. Maybe we look at the ADRs. Five stocks for tomorrow for a 10K capital investment. Please tell what stocks are doing good. Mahesh, 10K capital, are you looking to invest or trade? Because if you're looking to trade, then it's a different thing. If you're looking to invest, it's a different thing. Because, again, it depends. Generally there are various ways. यहाँ पे I haven't really filtered stocks in that way, but you know what you can do is that you can just see opening पे कौन सा open equals to high है, कौन सा open equals to low है. If you see open equals to low, then you can try to find a buy setup there, because if it's opened at a low and then prices are going up, maybe it is likely to do well. So yeah, this is what I said is more of a case of, you know, teach a man to fish rather than feeding a man fish. So you can consider that. Reliance is looking rather interesting. At least it's been able to hold on to these levels, which Nifty or Bank Nifty have not been. So maybe something cooking in Reliance. Maybe something's happening in Reliance. 1528 last 1.5 minutes or so. Okay, if you're looking to invest, then I would say, you know, time is not as important as trading, because investing is a longer term thing. Dekho, I would say try to look at some major stocks only. Maybe you could look at maybe the HDFC twins. You might be able to look at Infosys. Let's say Infosys falls after its results and Infosys comes at a good level. Let's say if it comes somewhere around here, off chance. But if it does, then that's a good proposition. So I would say that avoid stocks that have their corporate result yet to come. So how can you do that? You can search for, I typically go for BSE forthcoming results, because BSE jo hai, they basically present it in a much easier way. So here you can see all the results that are there. Bajaj Auto tomorrow. Which other stock? Fed Bank is there tomorrow. Just Dial, Oberoi Realty, Shree Cement, Tata LXC. I call this Alexa because it's easier to say. DMart. Wow, our example stock has its result on 15th. So you can look at a bunch of stocks. HDFC Bank, 15th October. Tomorrow is going to be an important day for HDFC Bank and for Nifty Bank Nifty. Bunch of stocks you can see here. So ऐसे आप, if you just use this link, you will get a good idea of which stocks are likely to be hot. Good buy at 1540 is a good standpoint for tomorrow. Let's see. Since it's got its results, I won't really, I won't really say क्या हो सकता है, because no one knows. It's might be erratic, might be sentiment driven. So देखते हैं. Yeah, so we can see Nifty's closed 1717 पे. So right in that zone that we were talking about. Overall 17 के retest करके 17,000 के ऊपर close किया. I think that's a good sign. Shows that there's at least some bullishness is left. 38 500 600 दोनों के ऊपर close है. I think that's also good. Short days negative for the indices, but I feel at least lower levels से थोड़ी recovery हो गई है. Sure, it's not a V-shape recovery. And sure, we did see some selling happening after 2:30, but then again, it's a Thursday. Thursday को 2:30 के बाद कुछ तो धमाका होगा ही, otherwise it wouldn't be a Thursday. So I think that's fine. So yeah, we can take some questions now. Reliance, yes, Mahesh, Reliance. The way you talk is very calm and composed. Something to learn from my live stream in Creator. Oh wow, Kritik, you're also live streaming on Creator. What are you going to talk about? Please do let me know. And thanks, I appreciate it. At what resistance level should I watch out for? For Reliance? Mahesh, are you talking about Reliance? We can take questions, by the way. I'll just stop sharing for a bit. Stopping sharing means I can relax a little. I can, I can sit back and talk aram se. I don't know why I do that. I just do. Okay, for Reliance, right? I'll just tell you. Looking at Reliance for resistances, when do they have their results? 1 minute. Results, Reliance ka 21st October, quite some time to go. Okay. For Reliance, one resistance, important one, is around 2390, 2400. So that's going to be the most important one. Uske baad 2415 to 2420. और उसके बाद 2450. So I'm sure you know how this thing works, how the replays work. So in case you missed it, you can check out the replay, or better yet, I'll just share my screen quickly for a few seconds. See, this is what I'm looking at. This is the hourly chart. You can see this is one level, 2400 ke aaspas, here and then here. That is what I was looking at. Okay. I talk about crypto and teach mining. I will also have slot in the hackathon. Oh, that's great. That's great. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about Web3 in general, and just how the ecosystem works. So good. Maybe I'll attend some of your streams. Okay. Any questions? YouTube शांत हो गया दो questions के बाद. अमितेश जी आप भी शांत हो गए. Okay. Wednesday at 3. Okay. So if anyone wants to learn mining and crypto, maybe you can catch Ritik's stream on Creator at 3 Wednesdays. Good. I'll try to remember. Great. I think that's about it for today. I'll see you all in the next one. Next live stream is going to be on Tuesday. Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and after that Thursday. So every single day live streams aate hain. And if you want to catch more of my content, more of UR's content, in case you're wondering who UR is, then he's my father. We do bunch of videos on YouTube, so you can check out my YouTube channel. We are at 2,985 subscribers. With 20 of us right now in the room. So maybe we can do 3K today. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And of course, we're on Creator. Make sure you follow me on Creator as well. 70 followers. Good. Yesterday we were 60, 65 something. And today we're 70. So good job. Thanks a lot. Glad to hear that, Ritik. Thank you very much, Storm. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next. Take care. Happy trading. Happy analysis. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.